guys, it's Cara. I'm 6 weeks and 1 day today. As you can see, I have a new place I can film because I got a tripod yesterday, and I just moved our chair into our bedroom so that I can film better. Ugh. So this is going to be 6 week and 1 day update as well as my doctor's appointment update. So when I went to the doctor's office, I got there about 20 minutes early just because I had to check in and stuff and then go downstairs, which is where the clinic is. And then all I did was wait a couple minutes and they took me back. They weighed me. They like saw how tall I was, like they measured that. They also took my blood pressure. And it's really funny, whenever people take my blood pressure, they always have to take it twice just to get a good one. The first one's always usually high, and I don't know why. I don't know if I'm scared or nervous. She asked if I was a nervous Nelly, which no one said that to me ever, and I was like, what is that? I don't know. So they got that, and then she asked me if anyone in my family had diabetes, and my dad does. He has type 2, and my mom is hypoglycemic. So I don't know why she was asking before anything else, because she was going to have me go take a urine sample, or give a urine sample. And so I was like, alright. So I was just thinking about it the whole time, and I was like, And now, since she asked, when I went back into the room, she had this fun little drink for me. And I had to drink about 8 ounces of, well, not 8 ounces, like 4.5 of the glucose stuff. Mine was clear. I know a lot of people said theirs was like orange. Mine was clear and it tasted like really, really flat, really, really sweet Sprite. So it was like a lemon lime flavor. It didn't taste bad, but the texture was a little hard for me to swallow. Then of course you have to wait an hour and before you can take your blood test. And she said every time I go in, I have to do those glucose tolerance tests, just so that they can catch anything early on. So that's probably not going to be very fun, but it's a good thing for now. It's only every 4 weeks. They didn't do any kind of physical exam or ultrasound or anything like that, only because they don't have the equipment for the ultrasound, and this was just my OB intake and they weren't going to do it that time, which I thought was kind of weird, but whatever. So they're going to be doing my physical exam, and I have to call and make an appointment for my ultrasound on my own. But my physical exam will be on my next appointment, which is October 14th at 8:40 a.m. Pretty early, but whatever. So she asked me a whole bunch of questions, as anyone usually does. And then she started giving me a whole bunch of stuff. First thing she gave me was basically a timeline of pregnancy. It has fetus, mama, and then on the back it tells you understanding your pregnancy, and it's just a chart of dates. It tells you when all the major organs are forming in your baby, so you have to be careful between these dates. When you're 12 weeks, when your baby, if they were premature, when they'd be able to survive, and your estimated due date. All kinds of stuff on here. The next thing she gave me was WIC, like an application for it. It's basically, you can get free or discounted nutritional food like milk and anything that's really healthy, like vegetables, but you have to take a class about nutrition, and you know, they're going to weigh me and take my height and all that fun stuff. So yeah, my husband said that we were gonna do this, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. The next thing she gave me was like a map of the main campus of where I'll be getting my ultrasounds, and then the number to call to schedule them. So I'm gonna actually call and schedule an ultrasound tomorrow, and hopefully I can get an ultrasound in the next couple of weeks. Only because I want to make sure, you know, that he's there and he's alright and everything like that. The next thing is she gave me the sheet that you need in order to apply for Medicaid. So that's this one. So we're going to end up doing that hopefully within the next week or so. Next is a brochure. Basically telling you a whole bunch of information about coping with pregnancy, what to do, where to go when you're in labor, how to apply for Medicaid, danger signs, what drugs you can and cannot take over the counter, and what to do if you get a cold and flu and all that fun stuff. And then she gave me a calendar. So this one is basically, it gives you like tips and different information that you'll need. Here's the first day. You customize it. You have to start it out when your last period was. So mine was in August. And basically you put little stickers on anything important. And it tells you what is my due date, what do you need for prenatal care, all kinds of fun stuff. It tells you stuff about the baby, it tells you how to use the calendar, and then it just keeps going and going and going and going. So I have it written down on here, and then it tells you different positions of breached and all that fun stuff for labor. It tells you what to pack in your hospital bag, or as they call it, a goodie bag. And then you get to put on stickers of when your expected due date is. And my expected due date is May 9th. So that's pretty cool. It's the day after Mother's Day. And a week before my husband's birthday. So that's pretty awesome. And then she scheduled me for my next appointment. Alright, so that was my doctor's appointment update. This one's going to be my 6-week and 1-day update. So that is going to be like symptoms and what's been going on. So every day I try and drink 3 or 4 of these, and they're 32 ounces up to here. So basically add another couple ounces, and I drink about 96 to 100 ounces of water a day. That's a lot of water. But I know I have to drink it. And this is my second one for today, so still got more to go. But we're going for a walk later, so that'll make more. Another thing, I've gotten way more tired. I know most people don't get tired until like 8 weeks, but I have been really, really tired. I've been napping probably every day, at least a couple times a day when I get home from work. And I work almost 40 hours a week. And that's really hard when you're really, really tired and you just want to lay down and fall asleep. I swear, today I almost fell asleep on my lunch break. So that can tell you how bad it is. So another thing is my nausea. That one has gotten moderately okay. Like, it's not that bad right now, but I am trying to keep my stomach full. And I eat pretzels and pretty much anything I can find that I think is going to help me. I just ate some chips just because I didn't feel like eating more pretzels. I've already eaten a ton. And yeah, so I'm just kind of eating like smaller snacks like more frequently. And it's been helping as long as my stomach is full and it doesn't get a little bit empty. I'm pretty much fine. What else? My boobs, those are fun. I had to get a new bra today, and I'm sorry if this is TMI for you, but I actually grew a cup size in a matter of a couple weeks from the time I found out till now, and that's pretty intense. I went from a 36C to a 36D, so yeah, it's pretty interesting for me. And it feels a lot better on, to be honest. I was gonna try and keep squeezing into the C's, but I don't think I could do it. They're also really, really sore, like all the time. Sometimes more sore than usual, and only on the inner corners, like right here. The outsides are pretty sore, the bottom is really sore. Of course the nipples are sore. All that fun stuff. What else? I'm hungry, but I'm usually hungry. Actually, no, I'm like ravenous for food. I'm always hungry. I always need to have something like in my pocket, in my hand, in my mouth. I don't know, I'm always hungry. Can't really think of anything else. I mean, I'm still, of course, constipated. I'm still, of course, gassy. Everything like that. I did read that the more you eat, the more gas you're gonna have. So I kind of try and keep track of what I'm eating and kind of have less go in at a time to kind of combat that a little bit. Yeah. So I think that's about it. I will show you guys my belly, and then I will leave so you guys don't have to watch me anymore. So, here we go. I'll do it like with a shirt on and then without. So, here's with a shirt on from the front. Sorry, I had chips. So there's with the shirt on. To the side. To the other side. And then pull it up. There is that funness. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment below. I also have a form spring that you can ask me questions that I'll put right here. I also have a Facebook page that you guys can add, which is going to be right here. So go ahead and do what you will with this video. I hope it helps you. I hope if you have any questions, you won't hesitate to ask me. I swear I'm not going to bite. So, yeah. Have a good day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.